everyone. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. This is Sana Tasleem from College Multihexa. And I have Ms. Bhumika, who is marketing manager. And of course, she looks after all the admissions procedure for this college. So please keep your questions ready and we'll ask as much as from Bhumika. So I'm just going to hand over this presentation to her so that she can start her session, and then let's keep our queries ready, and let's cater as many as applications for this college. Thank you. Please, Bhumika, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sana, for the warm welcome. College Multihexa and MSM welcome everyone to this exclusive Agent E-Summit for Pakistan that we have hosted today. So in today's webinar, we are going to talk about College Multihexa, our location, the programs that we offer, along with the placement opportunities that students can have at College Multihexa. We're going to talk about the student services that we offer and the scholarships that are in place for the upcoming intake, which is May 22. So after discussing all of that, we will be catering to the questions that you might have. So if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the Q&A box that appears on your control panel. And before we wrap up this webinar, we are surely going to answer all of your questions received in the Q&A box. Please make sure that if you have any technical issues, you can put it in the chat box, and the question and answers that you would like for us to answer are to be put in the Q&A. So with that, we're going to start off our webinar. So let's talk about our location first of all. So College Multihexa is a Quebec-based institution, and we are located in one of the largest city of the province, known as Saguenay. So Saguenay, as you can see on the map, it's approximately 4.5 hours away by road from Montreal, and you can take a 50 minutes flight in order to reach from Montreal to Saguenay. So this is where we are located. Now, Saguenay is known as one of the largest city. At the same time, it's also called as the development hub of Quebec. So we have a lot of manufacturing centers in Saguenay, and we export and import a lot of goods to the nearby cities, as well as to the nearby provinces. Right, so moving on to the college history. College Multihexa was established in 1986, and it is almost a 36-year-old institution today. Over these years, we have trained more than 5,000 students across the entire province of Quebec. And right here is the college building that appears in front of your screen. So in this building, College Multihexa operates on the ground floor, and the rest of the building is shared with a couple of IT companies that operate very closely with the college. So at College Multihexa, we offer undergraduate IT diploma programs, and we are an IT specialized college. So any student who's looking forward to build their careers in IT, we have some amazing options for them at Multihexa, which we're going to discuss further in this webinar. So we work very closely with a lot of employers located in Saguenay and in the province of Quebec. And over the past years, we have built a very good reputation with a lot of private, government, as well as para-governmental companies, so that we can help our students with their internships as well as placements as they complete their study with College Multihexa. Moving on, we focus on the hands-on training approach with one of the best teachers in the industry that we have got. We have a standard classroom size with almost 1:25 teacher-to-student ratio for an ideal classroom learning. We are, of course, a DLI-approved institution, and you can check our DLI number on the canada.cic website. All of our programs are targeted, have got targeted course content, which you can check on our website, which is www.collegemultihexa.ca. Another benefit that students can get if they enroll in College Multihexa is that they can get an opportunity to learn French language. So Quebec has a mixture of population that speaks French as well as English, and the students can get paid by the government to learn a new language. So instead of spending money to learn a language, they're going to make money to learn a new language, which is French. So to learn French, there are several benefits. It's not mandatory as such, but it definitely helps the students in getting a permanent residency eventually. And you make money by learning the language, and you will be bilingual. It will be easy for you to communicate with the local community, and it will eventually help you at your part-time work during your stay in Quebec as well. Moving on, Saguenay City offers a low cost of living with some amazing transportation options and affordable housing options for the students. So for those of the students who are looking at budget-friendly options with some of the best infrastructure, they can definitely consider coming to Quebec and study with College Multihexa. Now let's have a look at what life looks like in Saguenay City. So Saguenay City is a blend of urban city and nature, with the city surrounded by beautiful waterfalls, hills, lakes, and mountains. Here are a couple of pictures in front of your screen. We have lots of recreational activities for the international students to enjoy, such as cycling, climbing, skiing, kayaking. The students can visit a lot of art galleries that are available locally, and a variety of festivals that are being celebrated every now and then. So students can enjoy best of both the worlds. We have hospitals, universities, shopping malls, golf course, hockey stadium, almost everything inside the city for the students. I would like to play a quick video on the city. So this is kind of a quick city tour of Saguenay for all of you. Just a minute, I'm just going to play the video.
Saguenay, a city with a lot to offer. A dynamic city. Saguenay, a city surrounded by spectacular nature. It's a city that offers an unparalleled quality of life with more than 146,000 inhabitants in a vast area where we do good business. Saguenay is known as one of the best cities in Canada for industry and plantation. Situated in the heart of the province of Quebec, it's the regional metropolis as well as the hub for development in northern Quebec. There are several ways to get to Saguenay. By land, with a safe 4-lane divided highway. By boat, with its 2 modern deep water ports that are accessible year-round. And by plane, with the Saguenay-Bagotville Airport, the most active regional airport in Canada in terms of flights to sun destinations, welcoming more than 100,000 travelers per year. The Canadian Forces Base Bagotville is also located there. It provides an important link between the Canadian and American National Defense Forces. With its diverse industries, Saguenay boasts a highly qualified and skilled workforce, known for its stability and productivity. Benefiting from the presence of Rio Tinto Alcan, the second largest aluminum manufacturer in the world, Saguenay is known for being the aluminum capital of the world. With its 4 production centers, 3 research centers, and multiple processing plants, Rio Tinto Alcan provides more than 10,000 direct and indirect jobs. With its thousands of businesses, Saguenay offers more than 70,000 jobs to its citizens through its industrial parks and commercial arteries. Its logging industry represents 20% of Quebec's production. The city works in conjunction with exploitation, sawmills, and paper mills. It's the biggest timber reserve in Quebec and has over 500 active businesses in the sector, including 9 major ones working on the first stages of transformation. With its 16,723 hectares of agriculture, the agri-food industry represents 9% of Quebec's businesses. We process dairy products, meat, potatoes, and wild blueberries. Saguenay can provide the majority of its own electrical energy needs. It benefits from an experienced workforce in the sector where manufacturers and engineering firms share their knowledge with others around the world. The city also offers complete healthcare and education services with 3 hospitals, a university, and 2 colleges. The Université du Québec à Chicoutimi boasts several research centers and chairs, and several faculties, including a faculty of medicine. A majestic fjord, a land of adventures, and wide open spaces, a rich cultural program, and a must-see tourist destination. In addition to its low cost of living, the city is one of the safest in Canada. The city enjoys a peaceful and tranquil atmosphere, which allows the population to feel safe, an important aspect of well-being. With its legendary and unrivaled welcoming spirit, friendly population, vast areas and numerous waterways, not to mention the snow, lots of snow. Saguenay is a destination of choice where we do good business and life is enjoyable.
I hope you all enjoyed the quick tour of the city. Moving on with our webinar, let's have a look at the living cost. So the students can definitely enjoy a high quality of living at a very reasonable price. An apartment would normally cost around $375 to $400. Now this includes the monthly rent, Wi-Fi bill, and electricity. And this comes with furniture as well as kitchen equipment. So, which is a good deal in the region. And apart from this, the students can manage their groceries in about $200 to $300, and the transportation would cost them $50 a month, which is basically a bus pass recharge, and they can make a number of trips using one bus pass per month. So, on an average, it comes around $700 to $800 on a monthly basis, which would cover their electricity, their apartment rent, their groceries, as well as their transportation. So we have an efficient transportation system that not only covers the residential area of the city, but also covers the industrial and commercial areas of the city. To have a look at what wage rates are offered to the international students, we have shared some information on the screen. So $13 per hour is the minimum wage rate, whereas the students can make up to $21 an hour on their part-time jobs. So I've added a quick screenshot here from Indeed.com. If you check on several websites and portals, you will be able to find a lot of part-time jobs available in Saguenay. And they offer pretty good wages too at the same time. We at College Multihexa help the students entirely to get onboarded for their part-time jobs. So we sort of gather the data of what job vacancies are available in the region. And once we receive the students on campus for each and every batch and intake, we help the students to sort of get them placed at these part-time jobs. We help them build their resume. We take them to these places for the interviews. We get them finalized at these jobs so that they can start working. And we have done this for all of our international students so far within a week's time. So every student who reaches College Multihexa, they have part-time jobs within a week's time with them, which I think is amazing. So we even have the students during COVID-19, and we have one of the best team on campus to help the international students. Moving on, let's have a look at the programs and the requirements. So the first program that appears on your screen is Aec Programmer Analyst. Now, in this program, we offer 2 years of duration of the program with 3 years of postgraduate work permit, and the students can apply for several jobs such as website developer, database manager, and mobile developer on the basis of this program. The average salary that can be offered to the students is $42,500 on a beginner level, moving to our program number 2, this is Aec Network Manager. Again, this is an undergraduate IT diploma for 2 years, and students will be eligible for postgraduate work permit for 3 years. The job options that they can apply for are IT advisor, network administrator, and IT technician, and the average salary offered is almost $40,000 on a beginner's level. So this is the annual salary. Students might even get better than this, but this is something to get an idea. This is something that to get started with. So these are the average salaries that we have mentioned over here for the students. Now, looking at the requirements, we generally have 3 intakes in a year, which is January, May, and September. And right now we are open for May 22 intake. The application fee is waived off. We do not charge anything to issue the offer letter to the students. And the academic would be close to 50% overall with no subject less than 50% in high school. We do accept IELTS and PTE. So for IELTS, we will be looking at 6 overall with 5.5 in only 1 module. And for PT, we'll be looking at 55 overall with no module less than 51. Our tuition fee is quite affordable. It is just 11,800 Canadian dollars per annum. And this comes with an inbuilt scholarship of $2,000. So our tuition fees, which was initially $13,800, has been reduced to $11,800, where we are providing a student discount to all the students for May 22 intake. You might even take a screenshot of this screen right now so that you have the requirements, intakes, and the tuition fee with you. Any which way, you can request us to send all the information in email, and we'll be more than happy to share all the information in emails with all of you. Okay, moving on. So here are some of the local employment options. So the logos of the companies that appear on the screen are all IT companies that work very closely with the campus, and the students can apply for their internships as well as for their placements here. So CGI works in the same building as our college Multihexa, and Ubisoft and other leading companies located very close to the campus. So one interesting fact is that in the coming 5 years, we have close to 1.4 million jobs in the IT sector based in Quebec itself. So we are looking at a large number, and there's a huge requirement for IT professionals. And that is the vision of College Multihexa. We aim to create a lot of IT professionals through our practical approach towards helping the students in learning IT. Okay, moving on to the internship and class schedule, we have a fixed internship of 3 months towards the end of the program, and that is when the students actually learn how to get into the IT industry and how to perform the tasks that they are supposed to be performing while they will be working at their jobs eventually. And we have a very short and crisp class schedule. We have classes for only 2.5 to 3 days a week, and the rest of the day students are absolutely free to work. They can attend their French classes, they can go to their part-time jobs, and they can cover their classes in just about 2.5 to 3 days at the college. So since all of our programs are internship-based program, we offer 86% placement to the international students from the campus. And as a college, we have been recognized by Microsoft and Cisco, and we're very proud of that. So our college is almost located in the heart of the city, Saguenay, and we already have international students studying with us, and we're more than happy to welcome more from Pakistan. With that, I would like to highlight the international student services. So we do provide a free of cost airport pickup facility to all the students. We help the students for their internships, placements, as well as part-time jobs, just like I mentioned initially. So 100% support for part-time jobs is provided to the international students. We help the students to register them for French classes. We also help them for their GIC background activation. We also give a tour of the region around to the students after receiving them on campus. And we also plan for several dinners and short trips so that students can take a break from the usual, college and class routine and can enjoy a bit with the other students studying on campus. So with that, I have covered all of the information that I wanted to share with all of you in today's webinar. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the Q&A box. And now we will be answering your questions live.
So yes, Bhumika, it was a very short, very brief presentation. Thank you so much. I'm quite impressed with the choices of the words. Very nice, I must appreciate. The first question is, what about the initial deposit and how much it can be paid to get an unconditional or acceptance letter? So if you can just tell us about this. Yes.
All right. So in order to receive the LOA, you must make a deposit of $5,900 initially. So 5,900 is one semester fee. Since our annual tuition fee is 11,800, at least 50% of that should be paid to the college so that we can issue an LOA. So 5,900.
Okay, great. And visa application should be SDS. It could be non-SDS as well, right?
Right. So if you can look at the screen right now, the IELTS requirement is 6 overall, not less than 5.5 in just one module. Yeah. We would be happy to accept SDS applications, but if any student who's having a good academic, let's say above 55 or 60%, having 5.5 in one module, we can definitely go ahead with such profiles which fall under obviously non-SDS category. And of course, PTE is non-SDS by default, so we're going to go ahead with that too.
The last question is, any scholarship?
Well, yeah, like I mentioned, our initial tuition fees is $13,800, but we are giving a discount, a student discount, which you can also refer to as a student scholarship, for $2,000. And now our tuition fee comes close to 11,800. So instead of calling it a scholarship, we have sort of made it as a student discount, which is applicable for all. So student discount is applicable for every student who will apply for May intake, whereas scholarships would be only applicable to the students having good grades. So you might want to call it scholarship to your students with good academics, but we're going to call it student discount of $2,000.
Okay, and is there any deadline for May intake? Upcoming intake?
Well, yes, absolutely. We will be closing our May intake on in March. So until then, we will be processing all the applications for May 22 intake.
Okay. Bhumika, one question I have is that if, for example, if one student has a very good English proficiency letter, but he cannot apply for STS like by any means. So are we ready to accept a non-STS like less than overall 6, like 5.5 overall?
No, we do not.
We cannot. We have to stick to with these requirements. Okay.
Right. Anything 6 overall, 5.5 in one module or above is acceptable.
Is acceptable. Okay. We have another question. And if any student has an extraordinary profile, no further discount?
Well, no, this is going to be the standard fees now.
Okay. Well, I think this is already very economical in Canada because the mostly 1 year deposit is like approximately 18,000, 21,000. So this is very, very, I must say that 11,800 per year fee is very less. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay, will there be any requirement for Quebec?
Well, yeah, for application processing for Quebec, there is a CAQ letter, a certificate of acceptation by Quebec. So there's an extra step involved when you apply for a study visa for Quebec, and this is CAQ. So after receiving the LOA from the college, you can simply apply for CAQ through the online portal that's called REMA portal. We can definitely send you the steps to be followed for the entire application process with Multihexa. It's nothing hard and fast. You just need to go to the portal, create your login account, and then just upload whatever documents they've asked for, and simply go ahead with all the process. You will be receiving your CAQ. It depends, how much time it takes at a specific month. So these days it's taking close to 4 to 6 weeks to CAQ to be processed. Once you've received your CAQ, you can then use your CAQ and LOA to file for a study permit for Canada.
So CAQ cannot be applied before LOA, right?
No, to apply for CAQ, you have to have an LOA, and to get the LOA, you have to make a minimum payment to the college.
Okay, because we have I think SN has wrote this, my CAQ for some students are almost 2 months. So it's
like I said, for some it's taking close to 4 weeks, for some it's taking 6 weeks. So I'm really sorry, it's taking a lot of time these days.
Yes, and there is no application fee even for May intake, right? They can process.
No, absolutely free of cost. You send us as many applications as you have, and we'll process each one of them at free of cost. So we'll issue the offer letter within 24 to 48 hours. So maximum of 2 days, and you will have your offer letters.
Okay, okay. And what is the visa probability? Because we can see that duration of the course is less, and also when student has the option for degree programs, so why would he go for these programs, which is not actually a degree program? So do you want to say something about this?
Sana, I think that is country specific. So I think you would be the concerned person to speak about it. To be honest, we haven't had any student from Pakistan yet. And this is going to be our very first intake for Pakistani students for Multihexa College. But we have received a lot of students from India. And we are in the process of receiving students from Nepal as well as Latin America and Africa. So about Pakistan, I really can't say the visa success ratio. But yeah, Sana probably can comment on it.
Yes, I will comment on, and everybody knows that from Pakistan, visa ratio is like very less. But yes, people are very much concerned about they should apply for a degree program, which is like a 4-year degree program. And so just to fulfill all the requirements. But yes, we can also encourage them to apply for these programs. So to go for STS for better visa chances. Yes, you are absolutely right. So do we issue conditional offer letters as well if someone's pending?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Okay, good. Any other question before we close this webinar? Okay. Any other question, any counselor, anything that comes up in your mind? Refund policy. Okay, thank you that I'm really quick. Okay, so what will be the refund policy? If you can just tell something.
Right. So the only deduction that is made in case of a visa refusal is 250 Canadian dollars, which is the administrative fee. So apart from $250, whatever money you've deposited to the college will be refunded back to you within 7 to 8 business weeks.
7 to 8 business weeks. Okay. Okay. So I will not no more be very quick. So if anybody would like to ask anything, so please feel free to ask. So yes, I think we are done with the questions. So whatever will be the process, we will definitely share by email. So you can process your application and get the offer letter, and let's because there are so many students, those who have missed already January intake, because the last deadline was October date. So I think we should encourage them not to miss May intake, and let's apply for the visa. Somebody's SN, I think SN is advising. So yes, SN. Diploma leading to degree offer will increase the visa chances. Nice, nice, SN. Thank you. Okay. So I think we are done. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Bhumika. It was really, really pleasure meeting with you. And thank you so much, everyone. Looking forward for all applications. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Sana. Thank you everyone for joining in. Bye-bye.
Bye.